L5P owners, did we just witness on the Mustang Dyno the highest horsepower out of the factory fuel system? We're getting to that. That's a D3 build. But we need to go back to the beginning. We started with our Iron Man truck, 24 L5P. Check out that video here. How much power did that truck make? 660 rear-wheel horsepower. Why would you want to go more? Why would you not want to go more? We always want more out of these trucks, and if we can do it with simple bolt-on solutions to make more power, it's a win. And that's where the D3 package comes into play. You guys will get to see it on the Mustang Dyno, but hang tight behind me. 25 L5P AT4X AEV edition, paint match head to toe, forged wheels. Badass, right? Yes, but now we get down to the power plan of it. We want to upgrade popping. We want to upgrade turbocharger. We want all those parts to work together so that way when we are putting it down, it actually drives right, and it's a super fun build that only complements a D1 package. Basically, we're taking the D1 package, we're going to put it on some steroids, baby, and we're going to drive this baby home. Let's get to building our D3 HP package. We've already stated on the new generation L5Ps, the 24, 25, and the 26s having a phenomenal turbocharger, laying down 660 rear-wheel horsepower. Why would anybody want to take that to the next level? And I'll tell you why, because there's more power on the table to be had. How do you do that? Well, you're gonna take something and you're gonna upgrade it. The turbocharger. On the table, we got Stealth, Calibrated Power Solutions, brand new Mod VGT. Brand new to you guys, but we've already been testing these months before you're seeing it here. That's right, on the front side, we got a 67mm compressor wheel. On the back side, a bigger turbine wheel. Now here's a key factor in this, and even if you call the guys, I like Chris over there, I like Anthony, I like the whole damn crew, they're gonna tell you this: that turbocharger is just as good as a guy tuning it. That's right, minimum, maximum vane position. You can put this on your truck as it is, and it's gonna drive good, but we want it to drive great. We want to make big power out of it, but not by fueling at home. Meaning, okay, Tyson, I've seen you made X amount of horsepower more than your D1 package. That's great, but how does it drive? Because this is electronically controlled. It has a brain. And we need to think like the engine thinks. I need more boost down low because I'm a little smoky. Okay, through the mid-range, add some more turbocharger because I'm pulling up a ramp. I got a 20, 30-foot trailer. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna tell this thing what we want, how we want it, and when we want it without adding fuel to it. Now let's jump underneath the hood of this build and check out our D3 build. We're looking at a pretty factory engine bay. It's pretty boring, but we're about to change all that in 30 seconds. Factory turbocharger sitting right there in the valley. That's coming out. We're upgrading to the Stealth 67, 100% drop in. Then what about our intercooler pipe? Because we got this big turbocharger, we need some diameter out of the pipes to flow all that boost through. Okay, hot side pipe. That's coming out, going inside the trash. No more rubber boots over here that are ready to blow. Then it goes through the intercooler, everything's cooling down. We got charged air. More air means a happy engine, as long as it's cool, right? So we got a 3.5-inch pipe that'll be upgraded here. You can already see we got a cool color coming for you guys. Goes into the Y bridge, feeds into the intake runners. All right, now we've delivered the power inside the engine. Now let's see what a tricked out point blank D3 build looks like. We're in there, baby! Calibration 3. 589 rear wheel horsepower and 1,194 feet-pound of torque. 1,194 feet-pound of torque. Got a good pull out of that thing, 7th gear. But what counts? We got to go over some data. Let's take a look at that. Do we have another 100 in this thing? I got to do better. I hope. So the truck's cooling down. What'd you think about that 600 rear wheel horsepower pull on 37-inch tall tires? Man, that was super clean. I could watch it out here in the side mirror. I'm like, hell yeah. But the whole picture is this. Do we have more fuel to keep going to make more power? Because my truck, when we debuted it, it made 670. We're 70 horsepower off. We fueled that thing onto the moon and we made good power. Well, we need to go surpass that. So now we jump over to the data log. Okay, main categories are this. Boost pressure. Everybody loves boost pressure. Everybody loves fuel. Well, we want to make for sure when we're calling this amount of fuel, the rail pressure stays up high. That way it's like a hammer. We get all that pressure, boom, hits a piston, air comes in, we clean it up. The first one to air the cylinder wins the race, remember that. So when it's coming in, we start out the pull, I'm already sitting on about 6 pounds of boost. The load comes in, I'm moving over here, I'm watching my rail pressure, 22,000. Then we start going up, 24,000. I see my desired, it's fixing to jump up and chase it. 31K, 31,000 pounds of pressure. As these diesels gets more advanced, the pressure gets there, man, this is where the fun stuff begins. So now we look at boost pressure. We're at 18 pounds, but we're not finished with our run just yet. 18 pounds, come on. Then it starts coming in there. It's a VGT, so it's gonna light super fast. Where did it end up? So we see 18, then we trickle 31 PSI. 31 PSI, 31,000 pounds of pressure, 600 rear wheel horsepower, and a super clean pull. Now we're going to load calibration 4. We're going to add a little bit more injector pulse width. That means add more fuel in the cylinder. And can we pick up another 50 horsepower? Can we pick up another 100? So one way to find out. Let me look. Woo! What we get on boost. Now we're talking. Now we're starting to lay some fuel in there. 33 PSI, rail pressure's hanging in there. What you think about 650 rear wheel horsepower, baby? Bill, come over here. Come to this side, let's look at some data. Let's keep making it! Alright. We still got a long ways to go. I ain't getting excited yet. When I see 700, we're all the way there. This, pardon my French, this torque fucking monster, I'm trying to figure out the words here. 651 rear wheel horsepower, 1,219 feet-pounds of torque. What I love about the L5Ps, we added just a little bit of fuel. You ain't got to get crazy with timing. This ain't a Cummins. We ain't just pow, pow. A little bit of timing, a little bit of fuel. Boost pressure comes in really nice. Now keep in mind, these trucks don't have a dry pressure gauge. So you can't get wild and be like, give me 40 PSI. You just crank down on it. Baby steps each time. We're seeing a 50 horsepower gain. So we got 600, we got 650. Now, again, we got a big monster to climb to beat the factory wheels and tires on a factory VGT. I'm gonna brag on those trucks all day long. You got the Stealth 67 on here, D3 powered, you got the big piping kit, but we got some big ass tires on some 20-inch wheels, and we're on a Mustang dyno. It's a little bit humid. What are we at? 70-something degrees? So, no excuses today. We're gonna look at the data log. I'm gonna soak it up a little bit. We're gonna add a little bit of boost pressure, sprinkle a little bit of fuel on there, and we wanna see another clean pull. I want this son of a bitch to go over 700 rear-wheel horsepower. Will it happen? About to push and find out. Don't get me wrong, I loaded the fuck out of that thing before I did the pull. Don't get me wrong. I'm calling Boyd. You guys don't know who Boyd is. It's the guy that owns the truck. Ah! This is gonna be great. Better answer. I'm over there about to have a panic attack. FaceTiming. Are you on a tractor? 744 rear wheel horsepower and 1,366. We're done here. We're done here. Good God. All right, I'm finishing up. I'll get her unstrapped, but I'll holler at you here in a little bit. But the Roger's still in it. She's done great today. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Coolest guy ever. Little brief history about Boyd, who owns this truck. The 4G swap into, or a 5th gen engine into a 4G swap. That was his truck. He always brings me some really cool builds. Super grateful. When I got out of college, that's who I lived with. And so today we got a truck here of Boyd's and a D3 package. So I'm grateful to show you guys this. A little bit of data. That was 32 PSI. Fuel's great. Rail pressure's up there where it should be. And again, with these L5Ps, that was a 7th gear pull. 37-inch tall tires. Man came in, yeah, I loaded the hell out of it, foot brake, so I gave it some boost because on the last run, I wasn't coming up on my desired boost. So before I started the run, I needed to get that boost already inside the cylinder. And we ain't got no damn fan in front of the truck, guys. We got a big ass fan up there pushing inside of it. So yeah, I'm honestly stoked about what this thing done. That is crazy. 1,366 feet-pound of torque, that will straight up send this motherfucking 37s down the road. We're probably going to have to bleep every bit of this out, but I'm glad we got to do this to Boyd's, and if you guys are at Blake Fitzgerald show, this will be in our booth. How about that? Daily driver, right? Surprise! So you guys like to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm probably going to go around in the corner and just take a chill pill and breathe, but if you got any questions about today's build, hit me up, or Boyd loves to talk about trucks. We'll tag him somewhere or he'll be in the comments. Guys, you can ask him any questions. He lives for this shit. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you back here at Point Blank.